Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do the June 2023 Divine Feminine reading. We're just going to jump right in and pull a major and a minor arcana for the overall themes for the Sacred Feminine Collective and see what is going on for the month of June. I was given a vision as I was in meditation of a feminine sitting in the lotus position and receiving, just arms open, eyes closed, receiving the energies, and out jumps the World card, which in this deck is called the Ascension card. So we have a major jump in frequencies and consciousness this month. Something, it's like she's got the world in her hand and she's staring right at it here. So, and it happens to be a female on this card. So there it is. The feminine's got the world in her hands and she has the wisdom. She has the perspective. She is wrapping up a major cycle leading into June here. So let's add a minor arcana and we're going to see how these energies play out through the reading as well, where I take a look at what's going on for her, the themes. I look at what's going on in the her physical world, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and for those of you that don't go to the extended, I do leave you a guidance card at the end, so do stay tuned for that. Let's get the minor. Okay, we got two of these. Okay, the Five of Flames and the Sage of Flames. I mean, this is essentially, interestingly, similar to the vision I was just given. The Sage of Flames is the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Flames is right next to her. They kind of came out this way, actually, in terms of which ones I saw first. But even though there may be something where there's conflict around her, she's in a Zen place. She's balancing the energies. She's balancing the fire, right? The conflict. But she's lining it up. This is a month. I got to just, if this doesn't resonate for you, this may be just for a very specific few of you. This is a month of where the sacred feminine is activating energetically, very strongly, galactically with the codes of union. Do you see how I'm just going to leave it at that. Very strong feminine energy coming through where even if there may be conflict, she doesn't have to engage in it. And do you see how this is a sunset? The sun is setting on any tension, any conflict, and what's coming in is a balance of spirituality, earth energy, as well as the two flames. So, okay, well, there we go. That's how we're starting this reading pretty clearly. Let's get some themes for her for the month. And then I'm going to pull the tarot and just dive right into more specifics. Here we have valiant courage coming out, taking action with passion. You guys, and you guys know I've always, for 5-6 years now, or whenever I started this channel, always have been emphasizing watching for your personal masculine and feminine aspects. I know many watch for relationships, which is great, and continue to do that. Not even necessarily romantic relationships, but just personal interdynamics. What we have here is when I was talking about activating the codes of union, this taking action with passion is a very masculine energy, is it not? So this could be, I just feel very strongly, even though this is a divine feminine reading, I think this is the feminine calling in the masculine to action. It's interesting because before I do these readings, I do a masculine and feminine reading every month. I have spirit guide which one I do first, and I pulled a card to pick which one, to show me which one I needed to do first, and I got the High Priestess. And I just feel like there's such a magnetism and an energetic pull that the feminine has in the month of June, that ignites courage, that ignites people to be courageous. Because when you are intuitively connected to your inner knowing and you are earthed, you are connected spiritually, you are balanced in your masculine and feminine, it ignites a passionate energy within you. So Again, the divine feminine, divine masculine are not gender specific. But what we have here is a very powerful and passionate energetic activation this month. What other themes do we have for her this month? Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Again, there could be travel involved for some of you, relocation for some of you, being called to a new place, being called intuitively to a new life, a new direction, maybe even just in a new adventure. You don't have to be, this doesn't have to be a permanent thing. But, you know, just being drawn to the feminine here, holding the earth in her hand and looking at it while she's connected cosmically. I know many of you are being called to relocate, but this to me is saying you're going places you've never been, and the world may feel different this month. The world may feel like similar but different, right? Every time you travel to a foreign country, those of you that have gone, it's like every country has its, you know, every country has its you know, internal structure that's the same. You know, there's the houses, there's the city, there's the suburbs, there's the country, there's the roads, there's the infrastructure, and they all have it, but it's all got a different flavor. So don't be surprised if you start to see things almost differently this month. And some of you may be seeing this in your third eye. Not necessarily in your physical worlds as of yet, but let's get another card for the theme for the feminine for June 2023. Staying focused, holding the course. Continuing to look where you're going. Again, see how there's conflict here? This guy's looking out on the stars far above the fray of the 3D. Which is the gift of the sacred feminine in everybody, right? That intuitive knowing. No matter what's going on around you, stay focused, hold the course. If you've got some tensions going on, they're coming to an end with the sun setting. You know, and rather than these flames like fighting each other, they're kind of lending themselves to the ending. It's almost like that final burn before the campfire sizzles out. You know, sometimes it's like it's smoldering and smoldering, and there's like sort of that one last sputter, and then it just goes, and then suddenly the smoke comes. It's like quiet, right? Any of you guys that love camping as much as I do, you know what I'm talking about. So, all right, let's, already lots coming through here. And I'm going to put these over here to the side so we can make room for all the tarot cards I'm about to pull. All right, I'm getting called to this deck, which kind of bums me out only because of its physical size, but I'm being called to this one right here. I don't even know the name of it. Some of you guys ask me, like, what's the name of that deck? And I'm like, I literally don't know. I've owned these decks for years, and the boxes are all elsewhere, and it's like, I don't even know the names. But anyway, let's take a look at what's going on for the Divine Feminine throughout the month of June. And guys, in the extended, I'm going to be doing more in-depth for the Divine Feminine, what lessons she's learning, how she's being in her power, also what unconscious energies within herself she needs to be aware of so that she doesn't trip up, along with other things, lessons and all that, how she sees and feels about the masculine. That's all in the extended. So let's see what's going on for her spiritually throughout the month. So we have the Three of Swords, the Devil, Ace of Cups, Six of Swords. Again, some of you could be literally physically traveling. But what I feel here is that what's come to an end is anything that is an illusion, anything that is based in unhealthy patterns. And while that may come with disappointment, I feel like it's almost an end to her disappointment this month, an end to her sadness, an end to any past things that have brought her pain. And I do know, again, many of you are leaving relationships that have run their course, that have, karmically finished the lessons. And obviously this comes with sadness and disappointment, but it's like the final goodbye of the unhealthy that may have been in your environment here. But before I go any further, let me pull the additional 12 cards for the month. What's going on in her physical world? The Fool, again, the brand new beginning. Two of Swords. Yeah, she sees through the devil. She sees through illusions. She sees through anything unhealthy. Wow, King of Swords. The Three of Cups. I feel like by the end of June, there's some celebration happening here. What is on her mind this month? Starting the month here, we have the Empress. Ooh, and this coming out. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Cups, followed by the Star. And what's she feeling emotionally this month? Starting out with the Page of Cups. Seven of Cups. The Chariot. And the Four of Wands. Geez. All right. By the end of the month here, I just feel like there's alignment with destiny, alignment with truth, alignment with clarity, alignment with victory that involves healing, happiness, joy. I mean, look at the cards here for the second half of the month. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, the Four of Wands, the Star, the Three of Cups. It's like there is victory energy over darkness this month. Starting out the month a little bit like, again, I just feel like whatever's ending, there's, by the second week, again, energetically, this is the energies. Physically, they may take a little longer. It may not be exactly the same. But around the second week of June here, it's like I have this thing of, oh, I'm hearing the words, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Or once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. Or once you know it, you can't unknow it. That is what's coming through for the collective sacred feminine this month. And I feel like the truth of anything from the past that was based in, I'm getting a redirect right now. My guides are like, it's about, the illusion is that you're not lovable. That's the illusion that is being, one of the illusions that's being, that's exiting reality for people. So I'm going to get some additional cards to layer on top to get some more details. But what we have happening for the feminine here is it's like, kind of like, yeah, someone could be coming back saying like, I don't want to give up on it. Like if something's ending or something's wrapped up and done, which we know, she's got the world in her hands here. And I was talking about like the final death throes, right? Of something that's sputtering out, that's about to just be done. The flame has just gone out. It's igniting the new, it's like once that fire is transmuted into like nothingness, it burns again in a new direction for the divine feminine. So it's interesting. I'm getting called to like kind of move these cards around. I don't normally do that. But she knows what she knows. And like she's ascended. She's gone through a major journey and now sees truths that she, and has gained the wisdom from all of her experiences, lessons, mistakes, choices, and all of it. And now she can see things so clearly. It's funny because every time I do the second layer, it's almost like I shouldn't do it because they all come out very similar messages, but I love doing the second layer. And I should do it sooner in the reading. But there's a lot of messages coming through for the sacred feminine this month. So let's see what's going on here spiritually with this Three of Swords. Wow, this one definitely wants to come out. The Knight of Wands. Okay, again, there's that action moving forward. Exactly. I feel like something could be returning back that's based in illusion. If you're dealing with somebody that you've moved on from and suddenly they realize, like if you're talking about love, for example, you're moving on and then they realize, no, they're actually really moving on. They might come back because they just don't want, it's like that kind of pull of when you don't energetically from something very unhealthy. I don't want to use the N word, not a different N word that's many syllables. Is that energetically there can be, as soon as the flame is out, the person can return because they know, they can sense energetically it's gone. And sometimes it's meant to be completely gone. But I feel like the Divine Feminine has a choice this month, transitioning worlds out of the unhealthy and into the new and the success. Chariot twice in the third week already, guys. So what we have here is we have victory and rapid ascension and movement. I feel it's sitting on the Ace of Cups. And I think if something healthy comes in, it takes off really fast because she's moving on. Three of Cups twice in the same row. Again, this is why I love doing the double layers, because you can see the repeating cards and the repeating themes, and you can't make this up if you tried. I mean, what are the odds out of... We've got two of the same already out of just 4 cards. Okay, so she's whatever she's moving on from, she's excited about it, and people are celebrating. Her friends are celebrating, her family's celebrating, her colleagues are celebrating. And I just feel like there's a sense of accomplishment and victory by the end of the month here that is aligning the feminine with destiny. And it's like she's finally healed. For some of you, if you've been grieving the ending of a relationship or the ending of a chapter in your life, even if it's not a relationship, I feel like the healing is complete and it's like you're ready for the new. And physically here with this Fool card, the Hermit, some of you are almost like, if you're feeling like you've been made a fool out of in a relationship with someone who's unhealthy, toxic, because you've realized really who they are, please don't feel that way. These are all lessons. Everyone has gone through a lot of these where it's like you thought, you believe the best about somebody, or you want to believe the best about somebody, or you believe what they say, but then their actions don't match their words eventually after the, excitement dies down. But like what's happening here with that Nine of Cups, again, we have another repeating card already, the Nine of Cups. There is wish fulfillment. There's happiness. There's excitement. And I feel like whatever the feminine is seeing through, she's excited that she can see. It's like, I'm never doing that. I'm never making that mistake again, or I'm never going to buy that BS again, ever. Because it's like, once you know it, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know it, you can't unknow it. Once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. And so there's the truth and the clarity here. The King of Swords and the King of Wands, right? There's that masculine energy within her, or again, it could be a masculine coming towards her, who is a king. He's not a knight. He's not a page. There's king energy here. And the Queen of Wands, woo, that's what's happening in the physical world. We have a lot of passion. And she's balanced with her masculine and feminine. So what we have here is there's a burst of confidence, there's excitement, there's celebration. And the Queen of Wands is somebody that manifests and attracts that which is aligned with her. She doesn't chase. It's the masculine energy that is attracted to the feminine in every situation. Wow, guys. I know, I'm wrapping up to my personal sessions, my one-on-one sessions for an indefinite period of time. I don't know if I'm going to be reopening to them again, but I've been called to the other projects that have been sitting in the hopper for a while. But I've been talking to so many of you, and I tell you, let's just say these readings are actually transitioning from the higher dimensions into the 3D. Wow. Okay. What's on her mind here with this new beginning, a new life? Justice. Again, some of you I realize are maybe going through divorce and dealing with the legal system. And if there's children involved, what's just flipped over? The Six of Cups. I wasn't pulling for a specific card. I was just shuffling. But the Six of Cups, again, they're just reemphasizing what I was talking about with children. Remember, when you are in your power and you are in balance and you are healthy, even a divorce, while it's difficult, the children will resonate with your energy. I did a video years ago about going through a divorce with children. In fact, I have an entire course called The Divine Family, and I have a divorce edition where I channel messages from the children to the parents and look at distorted and divine masculine energy. If I remember, I'll put a link to the info down below, but this is just reemphasizing that they're going to be okay with this ending. They're going to be okay. And I know that's a hard situation to be in. But again, this is what's ending is the karmic lessons and the cycle, and there is balance being restored. Because what's on her mind this month is her new start. There may be a little bit more to endure before the new beginning, but there's hope being restored, a dropping of the burdens, a dropping of the heaviness, and moving into wishes, hopes, dreams. It's like the burdens of the unknown are dropped this month. And with that star card is the Ten of Cups. I mean, guys, holy crap. I would swear right now, but, you know, I won't. Holy cow. Look at this. Three of Cups twice. The Star. Six of Swords. The Ten of Cups. Queen of Wands. The Four of Wands is how she's feeling here. Let's get a card on the Four of Wands just to look at this. The Knight of Swords. Yeah. It's like there's manifestations. All like things are coming in that are going to be bringing not only a sigh of relief, but an exhilaration for having endured a major lesson, a major cycle that has been wrought with ups, downs, difficulties, dark nights of the soul, challenges left, right, and center, doubts, questions, everything. And finally, things are aligning. So I kind of went backwards here, but I had to because I wanted to see how the month was ending up for the feminine. But while there is maybe some sadness over the past, right? We're starting the month with that. I feel like it's like you're ready to open up to something happy. And there may be a little confusion with if there's someone returning where you're like, I don't really know, but the feminine has options. And she's just going to kind of watch and see. Just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's true. And this is where she's looking at whatever's being communicated this month, especially towards the beginning or second week of the month. There's going to be like, well, I don't know. It could be, you could say anything you want, but I'm not sure I believe you because we do have the devil here, right? That's why she's like, I don't know if I trust you, believe you. I'm just going to wait and see what's coming through. But you know what? You could be saying this, but I know the truth. And the truth might hurt, but I have options. I want to be happy. And the Chariot with the Five of Swords, she's done feeling like she's conflicted about anything. I feel, and I don't even know what I'm going to title this reading yet, but like this is a month where the feminine gets the truth of all truths. And she's like, thank the Lord. I now see it for what it is. And I now see the truth. I see what's real. I see what's not. And I thank God I now have this wisdom within me. I have now ascended. I now see the truth. And I am balanced with exactly what I want to do. And I am, not only I'm just excited to move on from the very difficult cycle that I've been in. That's kind of the energy I'm getting for the Divine Feminine this month. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a guidance message for those not going to the extended. But if you like this video and it's resonated for you, do give it a thumbs up and put a comment down below. I'd love to hear. If you want to join my inner circle, again, I'm going to be sort of resurrecting that again now that I've been through my transition here. There's a link down below. It's a free membership where I'm going to be posting more videos. I've kind of taken a break for the last couple of months from posting videos there because of my move and everything, but I will be going back to doing that here shortly. And I have a bunch of videos kind of in the hopper that I have to just record. I've already channeled them, but I have to actually just sit down and record them on camera. But let's get the guidance for the feminine that's not going to the extended. And to get info on the extended, the link is below. And we're going to get a lot more in depth with how she can navigate this month fully in her power. But what's the guidance for those not going? There it is, the awareness, the enlightenment. Live in the moment. Be very conscious of your thoughts and look for signs of guidance. You are getting downloads and you have clarity and truth on your side. Just maintaining your awareness. Spirit's going to show you. Spirit's going to lead the way, and you're going to see it and know the truth. See how the light's coming from above? It's enlightening the path. It's enlightening those that are connected to the light. Anything that is in the dark, in the murkiness, in the shadow, is going to stay there. But as long as you maintain your awareness and be in the present moment, just this is getting into a whole nother topic that's been coming up in my sessions, but I'm not going to get into it here. This video is already super long, but being in the moment, living in the moment, being in the present, not focusing on the past, not focusing on the future, being present, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of what's coming in, being aware of the synchronicities, being aware of the messages and the guidance that you're getting this month. And be very aware of what thoughts you put out into the universe, because the universe is listening. So don't let the unconscious start broadcasting that you don't want. And I'll be getting more into that in the extended. So with that, guys, I wish you all the best. I send you so much love. Until next time, I'll see some of you in the extended. Bye.